People. Que pasa, sakpa, say what they do. Welcome to Jamaica Dancehall Source, your source for dancehall and our entertainment and news. Now the first thing that is popping in the news is that we see that a member of the JCF, Jamaica Constabulary Force, is in the news, not just locally, internationally, for all the wrong reasons. Based on the information, it is said that this lady, pictured in uniform with government boots and government tool, she was charged, she was implicated in an international lottery scamming ring. As a matter of fact, she is not just a participant, a beneficiary. She is said to be one of the mastermind. That means she planned and orchestrated everything. She was instrumental in the building of this conspiracy ring. Based on information, it is said that she was charged for conspiracy, wire fraud, conspiracy, mail fraud, and it is said that the amount of money in this case total 1.6 million US dollars. The information also said that there were at least 17 victims. However, the victim that brought this case to light, that involved the feds, involved lottery scamming task force, involved postal security, everybody and their mother, is an elderly man from Wisconsin. Based on the information, it is said that this man was told that he won a house, a luxury car, more than likely Mercedes-Benz or a Beamer, and also $1 million plus in cash. He was told to send money, cash, money orders to people in Jamaica. And people, when it was all said and done, this man got zilch. This man lost his house because he was not able to pay his mortgage. He probably took out some sort of loan. And he was out in excess of $150,000 in cash, US dollars. Now people, when I do the maths, or if you do the maths, 1.69 million US dollars is a whole lot of millions of Jamaican dollars. We are talking about over 200 and odd million Jamaican dollars. One of you mathematics geek in the group, not the fully done people, let me know in the comment section how much million Jamaican dollars that is at $150 per one. So therefore, one US 150 Jamaican dollars. Now people, when we think about the fact that this lady is not just a participant, this lady was not just caught up in the shuffle. This lady is one of the top tier in the conspiracy to defraud 17 people, including this one man, an elderly man. And people, we've seen videos on YouTube, social media, in the news, in a real life, in which these people get to the point where them take for themselves, meaning that, you know what I talk about, codename YouTube PG-13, can't talk certain things. We've seen where these people are so convinced that these dirty Jamaicans are their friends and mean them good and have wealth, that they will win once them pay off the taxes, once they send X amount of money, in some cases tens of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, a whole lot of cases, a whole lot of victims. As a matter of fact, most of the victims that we see have not come up because of shame, because of disgrace, because some of them even take for themselves, like I said before. Now people, when you think about the fact that this lady pictured on the screen is the mastermind. She is a part of the JCF Jamaica Constabulary Force. Their motto is to serve and protect, not to take advantage of people locally and even Wasara overseas, Wasara elderly people. Now people, we have to ask the question, how is it that she got involved in this? And people, one of the reasons, the main motivational factor is money. It is called greed. It is called corruption. Because I am sure, and I am wondering what circumstances led to this lady knowing the tricks of the trade, being so involved that she knew everything, that she was masterminding the whole thing. So we have to ask the question, was she a part of some sort of lottery scamming task force, or did she have relatives that were involved? And when she looked at their lifestyle, how they were living, the amount of cash that they had versus her meager salary. However, people, the difference is that she took an oath to do right, to not be a criminal, so therefore there is no sort of justification. However, we have to ask, she saw these people's lifestyle and she compared it to her lifestyle. Now people, that is the worst thing that you could do. That is called red eye. That is called covetous. That is called greedy. And in this case, it is called corruption. So therefore, somebody thought her this. So did she come in contact with some sort of scammer? She have a scammer man, a scammer family, and she see him lifestyle or their lifestyle and say, you know, say, I want to be one. I want to be one of those type of persons. However, people, she should have known, or anybody else that is involved in any sorts of lottery scamming, when it comes to victims, elderly victims, they are going to put in an extra effort. So even though you might be out there right now and you're balling, you're making a whole bunch of money, it is called paper trail. Somebody somewhere has to be putting their ID, has to be putting their name, their address, and some sort of documentation, whether them go a MoneyGram, whether them go a Federal Express, Western Union, whether they go through some sort of bank or cash some sort of money order. Somebody's name has to be there. And the worst thing that you can do when it comes to law enforcement in America is leave any sorts of paper trail, because they are coming back for you. They are coming back for the people that are involved in the conspiracy. Unless, of course, like a lot of persons that we see losing their life in Jamaica, they are trying to eliminate the paper trail. So therefore, the person that is the lowest on the ladder usually pick up the money and then usually pick up attack, lose their life. So people, when we think about the fact that the wickedest criminals in Jamaica that are proven is these lottery scammers, most of these murders, especially recently in the last couple of years, is linked in some capacity, directly or indirectly, to lottery scamming. And we think that this lady, Shelly-Allen, is a part of the JCF, is riding around in a pow-pow car with all sorts of tall up like the one you see in the picture. And then she is not only a minor part, she is a major part. They are one of the mastermind in this, taking away a whole bunch of elderly people money, 1.6 million US to be specific, based on court documentation. People, we are speaking about buku cash. We're not talking about no riffraff or any sorts of petty minor stuff. Now people, what is even worse is that, or better in the case of law enforcement, is the fact that the investigators got her information. The investigators, meaning the feds, meaning the lottery scamming task force from overseas, they came to Jamaica and they interviewed this lady, and she led them to an account. In this account, she had money directly deposited, money orders, wire transfer from this victim in Wisconsin. And people, that was when she was cold busted. Now people, more than likely, this lady being a part of law enforcement, more than likely she is going to be working with the feds, with the lottery scamming task force, with the security from postal service. More than likely she is going to be snitching. More than likely we are going to hear other heads rolling, and rightfully so. So people, like them say, she is going to look out for herself. She is going to do whatever she can to help herself. However, people, the damage has already been done. Because like me say, 1.69 million, 17 victims. The worstest victims are the victim that highlighted this was the elderly man that lost his house and lost in excess of 150,000 US dollars and got zero to show for it. So people, at the end of the day, it comes down to this. Do not send these people money. Don't be vulnerable. Don't be gullible. Don't be naive. And people, I understand that sometimes persons are kind of old, elderly, and them brain are kind of gather water. So therefore, their decision-making process is not as fast. So therefore, they are easily manipulated. However, at the end of the day, whatever crime that you do, you will have to pay. Nobody rides for free in the game of crime. It is called karma. It is called payback. It is called judgment day. It is going to come sooner or later. So therefore, why gain the world? Why get these illicit riches only to lose your life, lose your freedom, and lose your soul? Point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.